Hello and welcome to Wimbledon final day. It is the men's, it is Alcaraz Djokovic. It is the rematch of last year, the one we've all been waiting for. And I'm happy to bring it to you guys. Chatting along, there's Jordan Thompson in the crowd. Max Purcell, they lost bitterly yesterday to the Brits. Not the Brits. The Brits. Harry Heliavara and Henry Patton. Alcaraz already has a break in this first set. Djokovic was taken to an 11-minute opening game at least. Yeah, 13, 14-minute first game. Yeah. Brutal. And Djokovic, I mean, he missed some bad volleys in there. Didn't look great from his side. Alcaraz coming at him so strong early here. Something he hasn't been doing in previous matches, but if he gets off to a quick start, it could be bad for Djokovic, I think. Alcaraz lost the first set, the last two matches, then won the next three. It's not really mattered that he loses the first set, but if he's now in the zone from the get-go, it could be costly for Djokovic. Could really be. And he's just getting picked off. This serve and volley is not working right now. Alcaraz is too good. He's getting two-shot passes. One 3 love 15. It's very, very on the ropes right now for Djokovic in terms of this first set. This game might be just enough for Alcaraz to win it. Second serve as well. He's not finding enough first serves. Alcaraz is just demolishing all second serves again on the backhand side. Not getting close to winning points right now, Djokovic. Even there, he almost lost the point. The 15-30, the must-hold game if he's to have a chance in this set. Welcome, Jera. Welcome, Liton from Facebook. Ace from Djokovic. Yesterday, when me and Anthony were making our predictions for this match, I did say, come on. I did say Alcaraz in 5, I think I said. Break point Alcaraz for the double break. Already. It's kind of like what Djokovic did to him last year. It's an immediate 6-2 set. That didn't affect things in general, but it doesn't exactly bode well, does it? Double faults at break point down. That's so on Djokovic like. You just don't see that. That's poor from Djokovic, who gives up the double break as easy as that. He just can't handle the pressure right now, it feels like. Wow. Not expecting that double fault just then. Has to pick up the pieces now because this is getting bad. Interesting. Argentine Comesaña losing in qualifying after after winning Grand Slam matches, beating Rublev on grass. I mean, ups and downs of tennis, right? Tim van Rijthoven, a big example. He can go playing Djokovic 4th round of Wimbledon, winning Ross Malin, to now not being inside the top 100. I mean, crazy how people can just go up and down just like that. It's kind of a free hit of a return game now for Djokovic because he's got nothing to lose in terms of this this set. Oh, nicely put away. The volley from Alcaraz just looks so calm out there. I mean, it definitely will have helped. He's now won 2 Grand Slams more, including that Wimbledon final, than when he started the Wimbledon final last year. So much experience. So much more experience. And he started this match off so well. Djokovic just can't handle him. First serve in the net again. This time from Alcaraz. The serve's got to be just absolutely huge in terms of the match. For Djokovic especially. Djokovic's serve isn't there. Alcaraz, big favorite. Djokovic is double faulting, not serving like he has been. 3 or 4 sets for Alcaraz for sure. I mean, you can't double fault breakpoint down. He does that in any other set, he loses the set as well. Signing your own death warrant by doing that kind of stuff in a Grand Slam final. He has a break back point, Djokovic. Missed drop shot from Alcaraz. Perhaps not all hope is lost. Oh, no. Alcaraz went at Djokovic through the middle of the court. Djokovic got a racket to it, but not in. Breakpoint saved. Djokovic more errors means Alcaraz has game point for 5-1. Drop your predictions in the chat. Do you think Alcaraz is going to win this match? Won last year in 5 sets against Djokovic, Wimbledon. Djokovic had not lost a Wimbledon final up to that point. Now looks a lot more vulnerable, a lot more gettable in these big matches. Losing to Sinner in Australia, that was somewhere he called home. That's where he won Australian Opens for 16 years up to that point. Now just the strongholds are being broken down, it feels like, and Alcaraz dominating early. 5-1 saves breakpoint. Djokovic in a whole world of trouble. Has to hold this game. Just see if Alcaraz has a hiccup on serve. Maybe just to get some of his bearings for the second set. Ooh, very close to another double fault there. Comes in. Surely he's not going to lose another one of these points. Just about wins it. It's how hard it is to win a point right now for Djokovic. Coming to net, trying all sorts of things. Barely wins it for 30 love. Yeah, welcome, Snell. Yeah, it's not a great start. You got Alcaraz got out of the traps well opening game, but it's been pretty awful from Djokovic since, especially that double fault at 30-40 that you can just do without that, you know. Welcome, Snell. Alcaraz goes wide. 40 love Djokovic. Second serve for Djokovic. Into the net. So Djokovic easy holds. Alcaraz one service game away from mirroring last year. The 6-2 Djokovic first set. This time, Alcaraz, a dominant first set in the Wimbledon final. Two breaks, set is done. Yeah, but at least he's holding. At least he's potentially forcing Alcaraz to. I mean, if Alcaraz holds, Djokovic serves first, start the second set, which generally is good. Maybe not. Was it 6-1? Wow, I thought it was 6-2. Maybe it was 6-1 last year. Yeah, 6-1. I thought it was 6-2. Maybe Alcaraz was serving for 2-5. Maybe that's why I was confused. But yeah, crazy. That first set for Djokovic. Welcome, Andrea. You're hoping the second set is going to be a lot more close. You know, Djokovic can get involved, but this is it's a scary start for the world number 2, 3, 2. Defended his points. It's Djokovic's live ranking 2 right now. And it will stay 2 regardless of the result. Okay. Ooh. Double fault from Alcaraz, 15-0. Really not seen much vulnerability from the Spaniard. That might be the first double fault we've seen all match. Also, just sporting action going on right now. Of course, the Euros final today. Spain, England. The Wimbledon final. I think the mixed doubles later as well. Was that earlier? I don't know. Nice winner from Alcaraz. Let's see. Mixed doubles. Yeah, after this, Shea Zielinski versus Gonzalez, almost the Mexican pair. Norwegian guy, second seed, won the boys singles, 6-3, 6-3. Good for him. Pretty sure they didn't get to do the invitational stuff yesterday because of how late the women's and the men's doubles were. Just kind of went on forever. These are good matches, very good matches. Set points for Alcaraz, another Djokovic error. It's bad. Bad start from Djokovic. He's got to pick himself up in the second set. You'd say the second set's a must-win set for Djokovic. And even against Tiafoe, we lost the first set as well. So it's been a interesting tournament in terms of losing sets. Good backhand from Djokovic there. Great backhand. Saves one set point. He struggled. Vast majority of first sets, even the ones he won, were 7-6, 7-6 first 2 rounds. But this time, dominant against Djokovic. He's put down a marker. I'm not giving up this Wimbledon defense, is what he's saying. The channel double is in my grasp. And yeah, it's scary signs for Djokovic. Scary signs. Maybe he'll bounce back. You'd hope he'd bounce back, but you never know. I still I said Alcaraz in 5 yesterday. I'm gonna stick to that. Serving was just not good enough there, and net approaches 1 is just, it's been so good all tournament. 4 of 12 in that set is horrific, really. Just putting it mildly, it's horrific. And Djokovic saved some break points. I mean, only had 1 break point on Alcaraz's serve. There should be a serve disparity for Djokovic. Just not made it happen thus far. The serving stats not covering himself in glory at all. The Euros later, the darts on right now as well. The World Match Play, the second biggest darts event. All sorts get you entertained on this Sunday afternoon. Yeah, it is already the second set. Already the second set, Lexi. Alcaraz won at 6-2. Complete dominance. Welcome, Lexi. Djokovic, you feel like he has to hold serve pretty comfortably in this second. Otherwise, momentum could just run forever with Alcaraz in this final. Just looks so confident right now, Alcaraz. Djokovic can't get anything past him. He's losing all the rallies. Last time Djokovic, I mean, I'm trying to think the last time he lost a major final before last year. Yeah, it would be that Medvedev final in 2021 US Open. Before that, he lost in straight sets to Nadal at Roland Garros. That was a 6-love, 6-2, 7-5 under the roof, where Nadal just completely annihilated him. I mean, it was ridiculous, that match. Good serve out wide there from Djokovic. Needed it down love 30. Needed it. Yeah, I mean, doesn't feel like he wants to play around, go to a tight set. Doesn't feel like that. Djokovic has got to prove his right that he's even in the final. With the run there, it wasn't very hard at all. Alcaraz is just completely all over him. It's all over him. See how he roars there after he gets the 2 break points. This is not close right now. Fourth final. He's won the previous 3. Trying to break early in this second set. And again, another volley into the net. Djokovic just cannot do anything right now. Alcaraz swallowing him up. He's broken him in the second set as well in the first game. Absolute just annihilation right now. Djokovic needs to find a way to hang in. Alcaraz's return's been so good so far. Has he given any free points away? Barely any. Doesn't matter. He'll still have a break point in the game. Second serve. Let second serve. Double fault to start this 1-love game. Will it matter? Another first serve in the net, so Djokovic can just get a decent couple returns in. If Alcaraz missing first serves, that's an awful return though. Second serve, you cannot hit that long. Give yourself a chance. Oh, drop shot of brilliance from Alcaraz. Good news for Norwegians in the chat. Young Norwegian guy, second seed of the juniors, won the boys singles. So yeah, Kier, I think his name is. Look out for him next few years. On tour is Alcaraz. It's another winner. Just no getting past him right now. And did we just overrate Djokovic's chances? Even though he has such a resume, he's not shown it this year in terms of results. He's been awful. Off of form, Alcaraz should beat him easily. And maybe of me going in 5, it was just, I don't know, nostalgia, hoping for a closer match, but it's looking unlikely right now. Nikolai Budkov Kier, just 16. Semifinals earlier, Australian Open Juniors, and won Wimbledon. And won Roland Garros in doubles as well. Hey, Tom. Come and go, okay? No problem. Thanks for joining whenever you can join. Yeah, this is this is great for the people that don't like Novak right now. This is a dream come true. His performance, Alcaraz's performance especially. Double faults there at 40-30. Djokovic almost against his will, getting chances. Whether he'll take them is a whole different thing, but has chances. Has close games. Just give himself a chance is the goal. Who's this? I mean, this is just can't get returns back. Half the reason he was even at deuce was double faults from Alcaraz. Jorge Alcaraz looking so confident with his son. Why wouldn't he be? Just rises to these occasions. No fear at all. The second serve. How deep was that second serve? And again, Djokovic in a decent position can't finish the job. Alcaraz up a set and a break. This Wimbledon final is racing away from Djokovic. Hit by a bullet train. Can't get up right now. Yeah, it was like 13, 14 minutes. Djokovic had easy volleys. So many chances to get out of the game. He couldn't do it. He got broken. Now we're in this predicament. Look at these backhands. Just so good from Alcaraz again. Winning an elongated point. Thing is, Djokovic tried in the first set coming to net a lot. No success. Now he's trying rallies. No success. Where's the route past Alcaraz? How do you break this kid down? Just massive first serves. Is all you just got to hit massive, hit your spots, hope for the best. That's all you can do. This is what the best player of all time is being reduced to. Is just serving the lights out and hoping for the best. Because when he misses that first serve, Alcaraz is killing him. Just shows that doesn't help. Double faulting there. But I guess Alcaraz's return been so good that he feels like he has to go big on the second serves. And even even this Wimbledon crowd that hates Djokovic with all their being, now pitying him in the second set. Just how early Alcaraz is taking a stranglehold. This is the backhand pass, Alcaraz. So 30-0. Another first serve miss. A big moment. Good second serve there, though. Has to win this point, Djokovic. Just don't see him from breakpoint down. And Alcaraz does miss on the forehand side. Winning a slam in the future, no walk in the park. Yeah, but it's good. It's good to see more Norwegians coming through. Maybe off the back of a kind of Casper Ruud success. Good to see. If he loses in the straights, there won't be much crying. It'll just be is what it is, right? And there'll only be tears if it goes close. Good drop shot from Djokovic. Finally holds, but it's still only for 2-1. Yelena trying to spur him on to do better in the second set, but down a set and a break. It's a long day for Nole. There's the crowd on Henman Hill. Absolutely packed. Not a patch of green to be found. Can't tell it's a hill. Incredible. Time's called. Alcaraz serving up a break, 2-1. Almost 10 past 3 at Wimbledon. People coming in to the stadium. Don't know what they were doing before the match. Serve out wide. Doesn't come back. There's Emirata Kanu in the crowd. Watching on. Yeah, it might. It's either embrace him or find another sport, isn't it? Really. Just not winning any points, Djokovic. Just savage. Look at this. First serve points won. 18 of 20. 15 of 28 for Djokovic. This is very abnormal. Djokovic is his first serve, especially on grass. The spot serving. It's so good normally. Don't know what's going on today. Look at that serve and half volley pickup. Gorgeous, Alcaraz. Djokovic been very quiet so far. He can't really, I mean, nothing to celebrate. It's just getting the light smacked out of him. There's a winner. Just for 40-15, though. Oh my gosh, he's just getting taken apart. Djokovic, another ridiculous winner. And the crowd's almost standing up. What are you supposed to do against this? There's a spot found on serve, finally, for Djokovic. Kate Middleton in the crowd, Stan Smith in the crowd. Of course, legendary shoe. Named after him now. People more synonymous with the shoe than who the shoe's named after. Tom Cruise in the box I saw earlier. Benedict Cumberbatch, Leighton Hewitt, all sorts of players and famous people. Oh gosh, I mean, should have won that point twice. Djokovic, Alcaraz somehow getting to balls that he just shouldn't be able to get to, putting it on a dime on the baseline, but eventually he does win the point. Looking to hold for a second time in the set. Welcome, Joe. Yeah, get well soon, Lexi. Hopefully, it's just a temporary thing, and you'll be healthy very, very quickly. Simple hold for Djokovic that time. Welcome, Joe. Even the serve and volley, Djokovic had to take the volley from behind the service box. Is how good Alcaraz's return was. How low it was as well. Amazing volley from Djokovic, really. Close out that game. It's what he has to do, otherwise he's dead. You can kiss that 25th title goodbye if he doesn't hit those kind of volleys. Got to play faultless tennis the next 2-3 hours. Otherwise, Alcaraz wins a second Wimbledon. He's playing too good right now, Alcaraz. Maybe there'll be a dip. Maybe there'll be a dip. Djokovic is hoping for a dip. Hey, Joe, thank you so much for the 10. Thank you so much. Again, always supporting Joe. Thank you so much. Super sticker. Big return game here for Djokovic. After a comfortable service game, you'd expect him to just have some sort of chance. If this is normal Djokovic, he's locked in right now. What is this from Alcaraz? You just can't do anything against these backhand winners. Right in the corner. I mean, this is just, it's insane what Alcaraz is doing. He's hitting winners for fun while not missing at all. Like, is this some kind of joke? What was that backhand winner? Just when he thought Alcaraz was going to drop the first point on serve. And Djokovic can't win the point at net. As always, Alcaraz has something special in offer, and that volley dropped too low. Yeah, absolutely, just been nothing from Alcaraz, and I think this just might be the new form Alcaraz, where there's no nerves in Grand Slam finals. He knows he can beat anyone up, and he probably will beat everyone up. This is the Federer-like rise. He's absolutely demolishing the best player in history. Can't believe what I'm watching right now. And you thought Djokovic, after that amazing hold, were pulling out all sorts of shots, gonna have a chance in the Alcaraz service game. No way. Alcaraz 2 games away from the second set and a 2-sets-to-love lead over the 7-time Wimbledon champion, 24-time Grand Slam champion. Another must-hold service game, because you feel like if he goes down 2-sets-to-love, I mean, the game's over. Against this guy, the game's over. Tsitsipas, okay. This is no Tsitsipas. This is Alcaraz. It's a different planet mentally to Tsitsipas. Serve there from Djokovic, though. Oof, miss hit from Djokovic, but look. Oh! There's just no words for that. The miss hit forehand was one thing, but then I thought it was the best volley I've seen all tournament. How is Alcaraz getting there, sliding full stretch? There's just no way. He might be the best mover in tennis history. As he gets to 30 all. The speed of Alcaraz is insane. And again, you just can't miss those volleys if you're Djokovic. If you're anyone in a Grand Slam final, you just don't expect it from this guy. 8 of 21 net approaches won. Another backhand put into the net. Unacceptable is what it is. Alcaraz to serve for the second set, a double breakup. Can't believe what I'm seeing. And he double faulted to give up the break in the first set. The double break. Surely not again. A double faults again. What is going on, Djokovic? You'd expect a guy of his caliber to compete. Give it a go. The second serve's not close. It's just. He's double faulted twice in 2 sets to give up the double break. When would you ever have thought you'd say that? In a Grand Slam final, in back-to-back sets, Djokovic double faults to give up the double break. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. At the same time, we said the same things about Djokovic. But these serve, the volleys, everything. Oh my gosh. And if he had booked tickets for the Champions Ball for a few more days in London, you better think otherwise, Djokovic. He's completely on the ropes. Alcaraz game away from being 2 sets up. Shambolic. Shambolic. No other way of putting it from Djokovic's point of view. Shambolic. Just helping his opponent en route to this route. It's a route, is what it is. It's what Nadal used to do to Djokovic in Roland Garros finals. He's found his new Nadal. Alcaraz double faults. First point. The only hope from Djokovic's point of view is that Alcaraz just thinks this is too easy and starts to lose focus. But the way Alcaraz is, I don't see that happening. I'm just saying how I see it. Saying how I see it. The things Djokovic is, I mean, Alcaraz, I'll say, is playing incredible tennis. But Djokovic's serve, everything is falling apart. He's just lifting Alcaraz to new heights with how low he is in his game. How about that for a second serve? Up the tee for an unreturned serve. I mean, 2 points away from 2 sets up in less than an hour and 15 minutes. This is brutal. Welcome, Sam. Oh, pass. Joker smash. Does put it away. And it's 30 all. I don't think he's I've not seen any I mean it's not as much rattle as it I've not seen any emotion at all. It doesn't seem in it mentally or I mean obviously in the match scoring wise. It's just he's dulled all passion of Djokovic Alcaraz somehow. He's not even annoyed, which is concerning. He should be getting on himself. Like, what are you doing? 2 sets down in an hour and 15 minutes. And there it is. 6-2, 6-2. This is absolute annihilation from Alcaraz. And Djokovic doesn't even seem phased. I mean, a slight frown. When are the panic stations going to be hit? Something needs to change and quick. This is it's brutal. It's brutal. Lonesome Ducks indeed. I mean, can't believe what I'm seeing. No break points in that set. Best returner of all time has no break points. No break points. It's normal. 5 of 10 net points won. Again, awful. I mean, the forced errors have got to be high. because it says 7 winners, 5 unforced errors, 6 winners, 6 unforced errors for Djokovic. I mean, the forced errors with Djokovic have got to be high, or they're not counting enough unforced errors. I don't know. But what I'm seeing is just can't put it into words. You can't put it into words what Djokovic is pulling off right now. Yeah, he's got to go somewhere. Look himself in the mirror. Time is called. I don't think he went to the bathroom. Kind of reminds me of the Sinner match in some ways. Just so straightforward. It's just uncharacteristic. Almost like, yeah, let's just get the match won so everyone can get home and prepare for the Euros final. I mean, it's just not even close right now. It's a weird forehand from Alcaraz. Djokovic starts the first set, winning the first point. Very possible right now. The way Djokovic is playing, very possible. Gotta find something. Yeah, just hold. Hold is the first key right now. Broken first 2 games. First 2 service games of the last 2 sets. I mean, galvanize himself. Something. The worry for me is he doesn't look concerned. Double faults for 30-15. Let's get to 40-15. Surely this is the time. Just hold. Get the ironic cheer from the crowd. Get it out, over and done with, you know? Maybe that'll change momentum a tiny bit, probably not. The crowd, pity cheer for Djokovic. I mean, that's how this final has been. I mean, he's held 5 times. Each time before this, he held when he was a breakdown. So the holds really don't mean much. (23-3) on grass. Carlos Alcaraz, crazy record. Considering, I mean, didn't have any success before last year. No success. Then he won Queens, won Wimbledon. This year, again in the Wimbledon final. No issues against anyone, really. TFO, maybe the only one close to beating him. Even then, 5th set wasn't close. So this is absolute annihilation. Double fault. First point for Alcaraz. That'll give Djokovic a tiny bit of hope. Oh, man. Let's welcome Anthony. Just about to join.
Hello, hello. How are you doing?
Hi. I'm all right. I mean, I'm just in awe. I'm in shock.
It's insane. Alcaraz is playing ridiculous. This is like a demolition job over what the greatest player ever played.
Yeah. I mean, Djokovic, you gotta say his serve is not a serving day for Djokovic. Alcaraz is picking up all the pieces and just annihilating him every single loose service game, just destroying him regularly with ease.
Yeah, it's kind of really crazy. That 4-2 game in the second set with the volley that Novak missed and then the double fault was just, there's so much pressure that Alcaraz is constantly applying with all these huge shots, just time after time.
And I thought that last set was a must-win. I mean, obviously got to win this set.
Yeah, this reminds me of the Australian Open with Sinner versus Novak, where Sinner, the first couple sets, just kind of steamrolled past Novak, and it was
Yeah,
really,
I was just saying that. Just like it just
really,
felt uncharacteristic. It felt weird. It felt
yeah,
off. And that was Djokovic. I mean, he didn't have any after the first couple of rounds, didn't have real issues in this Australian Open, and then all of a sudden, just off the boil in the semifinal.
yeah, yeah. It's been really weird. Hey, what's up, Sam? What's up, Lexi? What's up, Joe? Novak is just warming up. I love it. Well, I mean, to be fair, if somebody can do this 2-set love in a Grand Slam final, there's Novak. He's done it before.
But not against 5-set Alcaraz, who's never lost a Grand Slam final. I mean, I just don't see it personally.
It's fair. What's up, Jera? Lexi? Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. This is so weird. It's weird because it feels really foreign to me to see something like this. How long were the first 2 sets overall? I mean, it was a really long first game.
Hour and 15 minutes.
But
hour and 15 minutes for 2 sets.
That's actually crazy.
And most of that is the 15 minutes of the first game. I mean,
Alcaraz is next level. It's a good kind of lesson because people were really quick to write Alcaraz off on grass in 2022. Even at the start of his Queens tournament in 2023, and then it just shows that sometimes you need. I mean, with Alcaraz, it didn't even take much time, but we need to kind of adapt.
Players are young, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to adapt to the fact that grass is just, it could be his favorite surface, or it could be, at least it could be near the top. And it kind of makes sense with his game. He's got a great game for it.
Yeah, Cyndi Lauper, and there's a cover by, is it by, trying to remember who did, INOJ did a cover in the 90s, time after time as well.
I love the music chats kind of adjacent to the tennis chats. You kind of need
I need escape. I need an escape, please. Anything.
I feel that. I thought maybe that would be the vibe when I come on stream. Because it's tough.
It's tough, especially talking to myself. I mean, yeah. I can't even discuss the points.
Yeah, I'm glad I could join. Yeah.
Help me, Anthony Hirsch. You're my only hope.
All right. I know it's serious trouble because you said my last name is just like random, but help me.
That's public, right?
It's public information.
Okay.
It is.
Dear.
Novak had a break point. Yeah, some chances to start off this third, but Alcaraz already kind of squashing them.
I mean, I was saying at the start of the first set, the way it was going, even when Alcaraz was dropping the first set, oh gosh, that's just...
Oh, man.
I think that's got to be the line skidding. It's not giving Djokovic a buyout clause there. I mean...
Sure, yeah.
I was saying that even when he lost the first set against the likes of Medvedev, Paul, Tiafoe, he still, apart from Tiafoe, he'd still dominate the match. So if he gets a quick start, then what's to say he doesn't dominate this match? And it's turned out pretty much like that.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, he's ended every single match playing his absolute best tennis. So now that he's had that quick start, it's just he's unstoppable.
That's not human.
That's ridiculous. I mean, it's one thing. Okay, so it's one thing to have the speed to get to that shot, right? And it's another, and like maybe even hit like an okay shot, but to just casually, easily hit a win. I mean, that is just ridiculous.
He's not even flattening out the ball barely. Just so casual.
Yeah, I mean, It's just one swing of a racket, and he can just easily pull off that pass.
How's
It's
he
crazy.
clearing the high part of the net just that easily?
He looked like he was in no position to hit that a clean winner from that.
But then it's Alcaraz. You just expect him to hit a winner from anywhere. It's the paradox of Alcaraz, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's really, yeah, it's just him being just
Oh,
insane
come on.
everywhere. I mean, this is inhuman. Really.
And Djokovic has escaped the first game not getting broken, but the second game is under threat.
That was this returning is insane.
Scary. It's scary for the future generations.
Yeah,
Anyone
this
coming up
might
in
be peak
juniors,
Alcaraz. This might be our first glimpses of peak Alcaraz. You know what I mean? Like this might be like we've seen a really high level Alcaraz, but this might be like this is what his more like his peak might look like.
there's a Norwegian guy won the boys singles Kier earlier today. He's gonna be watching this in fear. Like, oh gosh, when I play him in a final in like 4 years, I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
I'm in trouble.
Yep. The pigeons are lining up in the factory. If this is what Alcaraz can do, I mean,
Yeah, what did Runa say? Runa said he's gonna win 14 French Opens. I don't know. I don't know, Holger. Not when Alcaraz is on tour. It's gonna be hard to even win one French Open.
he's got to have been joking there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's just I'm just thinking, yeah, that's a joke. But it's gotta like Sinner, Runa, everybody else that generation, Korda, Draper, Feast, they're all on they've gotta be on huge they've got to be watching this match and just be scared for what's to come.
Can you do a Runa impression of him saying he's going to win 14 Roland Garroses?
Can I do an impression? Yes, I put myself in there probably 14 French Opens.
14 Roland Garroses?
14 Roland Garroses, yeah. Hey, I can do that.
I'm a confident guy. I think I can do this.
It's easy for me. It's easy for me, you know? You know, they might not like it, crowd might not like it, but it's easier for me. 14 French
I play
Opens.
my game. Oh gosh, I mean, this is life or death. This break point, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, this is match point.
No,
no, no.
Okay. If you won that point, I would just I don't know. One of those moments you just push off the headset and just walk away, right?
Yeah, you have to. It's one of those moments where I feel like Djokovic just put down the racket and never come back.
Yep. The Dimitrov forehand behind the back kind of almost made it.
Wow. Yeah, to do that on that break point is just insane.
There's absolutely no fear. I mean, this is just as what someone was saying earlier in the match. Alcaraz, previous finals, there was fear. But I think this is where he can start winning finals in straight sets. He can start just going through opponents.
This is scary. This is like prime Roger. In some ways, is what it kind of reminds me of. If I could pinpoint anything, just him being able to be aggressive on every single part of the court were just easy.
The most insane thing to me is that no one, I mean, apart from Murray, no one beat Djokovic in a Wimbledon final, right?
Yeah, I think that's right. Yes, because he won and he almost lost 2019, but he got that. Yeah, so it's just Alcaraz and Murray. Yep, Alcaraz last year and Murray in 2013.
I mean, it's just like the GOATs weren't doing this to Djokovic at Wimbledon. They just weren't. This is I mean, I guess it is an older Djokovic, but it's insane what Alcaraz, he has no right doing what he's doing.
No, this is scary good. And it's also, in some ways, if Alcaraz stays healthy and if he can keep playing at this level and win tournaments for a long time, this is kind of good for his, like, I guess, like, all-time status to know that, okay, well, he was also able to beat Djokovic. It is an older Djokovic, but it's in some ways that'll be good. The fact that he beat Novak a couple times in Grand Slam finals.
Like,
as well.
it gave Federer credit when he beat Sampras 2001. It just kind of, The old fans are on his side, kind of like everyone's converging to be like, okay, this guy.
Yeah. No, good point. Yeah, it's gonna be like it's gonna make it easier to want to say like, okay, Alcaraz potentially one of the
You got
best
to put that
ever.
backhand away, at least in the court. At least make Alcaraz pass you on the forehand. You know.
Yeah, it's not really been Novak's day either.
Some of the volleys. I don't know if you've been watching the match closely.
Been watching a lot of it.
Some of the volleys Djokovic has put into the net are just. You just wonder. I mean,
Yeah.
does he feel rushed? Does he just feel? Alcaraz has got to shaken him up, no doubt. But at the same time, some of the misses are not acceptable.
Yeah, it's a mix of both. It does remind me of the U.S. Open final a few years ago versus Medvedev. I mean, a lot of the conversation around that match was the calendar slam that was on stake, and that's a lot of pressure on Novak. But
There's got to be less pressure in this match, a lot. But
yeah, but it does remind me of that in the Medvedev was not playing as well as Alcaraz is now, to be frank, but he was streamlining and Djokovic was making really strange errors. Just it's the only the closest thing to it that I can compare it to. There's not really another match I can even think of that's relatively close to this outside of that Sinner Australia match, but I don't know.
I mean, this is his first final of the year, so maybe that has something to do with it. Just maybe Djokovic is experiencing more nerves than Alcaraz.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy to think about because this is his 37th Grand Slam final, which is ridiculous that he's been in 37. That's 6 more than Federer was in, which is just, it's crazy to think about. But
he doesn't want to be in this position where he's making up the numbers in finals. I mean, that could be the case.
Yeah,
if he's playing an Alcaraz in a final in general. Look at this. He's just he doesn't need that luck. He doesn't need that luck.
You know what else it is? It might be the pressure of Novak in the back of his mind, maybe doubting the fact that he'll be able to make more of these or a lot more of these anyway. Maybe thinking like this.
It could be his last slam final for all we know.
Yeah, it really could be.
I wouldn't be
that surprised.
Considering how this year is gone, it's just been shambles to shambles. And this would be a new low. It would be.
I agree.
Considering before last year how impenetrable Djokovic was at Wimbledon. Alcaraz just broke that through.
It looked like no one else had even a chance against him. Yeah, Alcaraz winning that Wimbledon final last year was so vital in just about every way for the new era to start the way that it has done. I feel like if Alcaraz does finish this in straight sets, I feel like you can almost like positively say, or very, very confidently say, that the new era has kind of begun, if we want to count a new era. Because I feel like it probably already has.
Last year was a bit premature, but then I thought it was premature, and then this year it was kind of proven to be true. So this year it's just, if it's straight sets, there's no doubt.
Yeah, I agree. New era upon us, which is crazy. Because for a long time I was watching the Big Three era and I loved every minute of it. But for a while I was like, when we had the same champions year after year, I was like, it would be nice to have something a little bit different. But what's happened is we went from having Djokovic win 3 out of the 4 to potentially it being Sinner, Alcaraz winning the 3 of the 4 majors. So it's been a really quick shift if that is what we get, you know.
Djokovic holds, and there's signs of emotion. I mean, I don't know if you've been watching how dulled down Djokovic is kind of.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah,
he's not reacting to like anything. Just a frown after winning the second set. I've been hoping for just some anger. Just if I'm not a 24-time Grand Slam champion, but if I was, I'm 2 sets down to this kid who beat me up last year. I'd be furious being 2 sets to love down the way he has been. I'm glad he's letting some emotion out because the fire is how he has a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. He needs. I love seeing that passion from him. I mean, that's what we've seen from Novak for literally since he's come on tour. So he needs to be doing that and letting that out. It's also not what he did. If I could just compare it to that match one more time, even though there's different circumstances, but the Djokovic Medvedev match, he didn't let out an ounce of emotion at any point in that match until obviously towards the end of the match when he started absolutely crying into his towel. But like he needs to let that emotion out, especially if he's feeling some nerves or pressure or whatever. Like he needs to let that out. And he should feel like he at least is still in this match, especially when he's still on serve in this third set, because he's one of the best players ever in terms of he might be the best player ever in terms of coming back in matches. Now, will he be able to do it? Probably not, but I want to at least see him try his best and feel like he's in this match.
Yeah, listening to some of his interviews, sometimes it does feel like he's lost a bit of motivation, and you see there's not as the same amount of passion as you remember 2021 Roland Garros beating Berrettini in that tiebreak.
Yes.
That would, I mean, people made fun of him. I love that. I love that reaction because he felt like, I mean, that was a huge moment. He should not have been taken to 5. He could have been taken to 5, and he wanted that Roland Garros more than anything. Are those kind of moments still inside of him? The roar was still toned down a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little bit. Yeah, I was just watching that clip like literally like 3 or 4 days ago actually on YouTube. Yeah, like 7-5 in the fourth, and Novak just absolutely screaming for like an extended period of time. I liked it too. I remember right after that seeing an article like saying like professionals saying like this amount of stress isn't healthy, and like and just seeing people annoyed and saying that he's like acting or something. But I love it, and that's the
Not
kind of
acting.
passion it takes to to kind of want to push yourself to the next level, and that's what he has, and he beat Rafa in the next round. So it just he needs that fire.
One of my all-time favorite matches, by the way, that Djokovic Nadal 2021 semifinal.
For me, the third set is the best set of tennis I've personally ever watched of that match. I've said that ever since I watched it.
Oh,
Oh no.
Djokovic is trying. He's just can't get there. Shot the championship. It all kind of exits your mind, doesn't it? It's just one ear out the other, day by
Yeah,
day, right?
shot of the championship. Yeah, it's hard to think back. Yeah, forgetting.
Probably
Yeah,
one from
I've throughout
Alcaraz
the
versus
tournament, I was like, "Oh, that's a great
Federer.
shot. That's a great shot." But now I'm just forgetting. Oh, I guess Musetti's. For me, it's Musetti's one-handed backhand versus Novak. Even though he didn't win that match in the third set, that one-handed backhand pass that he hit, or I guess obviously one-handed, but like he was way out of position. He was pulled out into the due side corner with his forehand, which he hit kind of flat
Bullying.
down the line, and then he hit this kind of backhand flip cross court pass. So that would be mine.
Yeah, I wasn't watching the match too closely. I heard that shot was amazing.
Yeah, yeah. As soon as he hit it, for me, that was the shot of the tournament.
I was kind of watching through bated breath at pool bar.
Oh, fair enough. Fair. So when's that Euro final today? It's at 3 o'clock, or I guess 3 o'clock Eastern.
And Sam was asking before, you guys supporting the Euros today? I think it's 8 or 9 German time, 9 p.m. German time. So would you be 6 hours behind that or 7?
Wait, it's at. Sorry, wait. Which time is it starting? In
9 p.m. Central European.
yeah, so I'm 6 hours behind.
6 hours.
Yeah.
Nice
No,
afternoon.
I'm supporting. I mean, I'm assuming you're for England, David. I'm also supporting England. So if I'm
For
choosing a
Spain.
team.
For Spain. All the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Scotland and England have a bit of a history in terms of not
Oh, okay.
wanting each other to win.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not a huge supporter of either team though in that final. Like those aren't my like main teams that I look out for.
Just
I've
feel
kind
like
of
every
like
game
been
is just must
recently with
hold, right?
Mbappe, honestly.
Sorry, you're saying?
Sorry.
I think I interrupted you.
Oh, I've been liking the France team recently with Mbappe. That's like one of the ones I've been cheering for the most. Honestly,
Crazy though, like how good they were playing the previous two tournaments and how awful the football was this Euros. Like
I
night
agree.
and day in terms of quality of football.
No, it's been not great, and
So bad.
Mbappe wasn't able to do like play to his usual level either. I don't
His
think.
nose was broken. Probably
Yeah,
didn't help
he
too
had an
much.
injury, so yeah, that would have helped in that game that went 0-0 with no goals forever. And
Hey, stop booing me. I support Rude in literally every final he's in. Come on, Lexi. I'm on your side.
man, Novak is looking old and slow. Well, no, Father Time stays undefeated against everybody. We've seen it in other
I've
sports where
heard
people.
Gil say that before. It's always father time for Gil, right?
I agree though. I agree. But I mean, Gil and other people have said stuff like they think Novak is going to be absolutely like physically there until he's like 40, 41. But I've been saying I was saying it even last year. I really don't think it's the case. It's one thing to be the best 36-year-old of all time. This is an age where Federer was also number one. It's a different thing to still be at this level at 37, 38, 39, because we've seen history of that.
Even the U.S. Open final last year, which he won, I was worried for Djokovic in terms of like a lot of things he was doing. I mean, he was kind
Yeah.
of serve volleying through like just like panting to net almost, you know?
That's so me. I'll like watch like Novak or somebody, one of the players I like, and even if they're winning, I'm like, it doesn't look quite right. You know, it's like I see through this. Like there's something going on that this isn't gonna work against like Alcaraz playing like this or something. Like that's how I'm always looking at it too. I saw through it honestly. So I was yeah. I agree. Novak in that US Open. I mean, he should have lost that second set against Medvedev. Then who knows how that would have happened? How
And
that match would have
Medvedev,
went.
I think, is kind of. I mean, as good as Djokovic's serve and volley was, Medvedev should have won the second set. It was
Yeah.
kind of on him, but
Yeah, it was crazy that he didn't because he had a honestly like Novak was in the middle of the court. He had this easy backhand pass, and he had loads of other times when he
oh,
had
he made
chances.
that.
Yeah, he did. That was a great shot.
A great backhand from Djokovic. I mean, needs those kind of shots in rally.
Can he finish off this point though?
Oh, it's
Oh
just
no, that
and
was like a
he's
prime
playing by the
Novak backhand.
winds. He's I don't know, moving his
Sorry,
hand
I
about.
didn't mean to interrupt, but yeah, it
No,
was wild.
yeah. Do you think this wind's playing a part? I don't think so. I mean,
I'm not a huge. It can't be playing that big of a role in my opinion.
did I agree to this, Joe? I don't know. I do not remember agreeing to this. Putting the English flag on my face. I don't agree. Did I agree?
Just stating it as a matter of fact.
Uh,
Have to.
what was the agreement, Joe? There was an Ons Jabeur agreement. I remember this. Did I said someone was gonna go further than Ons Jabeur. Who
Well,
did
if you
I
said it was
say?
Krajikova, then I don't know if anybody said that before
I don't
tournament.
think I think it was more based on the Berlin
Oh,
title. Let me remember. Um,
can't remember who made the final Berlin. Oh, Fernandez, I guess.
it might have been Fernandez or Keys. Either way, or it might have been Kazatkina. Either way, Fernandez.
Kalinskaya, maybe.
It might have been Kalinskaya.
Yeah, she was in that final there.
How far she got? Fourth round, right, against Rybakina with retiring.
Yes. Yep.
Oh come on, Djokovic!
Oh
What
man,
are
yeah.
these volleys?
These volleys
No.
are just costing Novak at key moments.
The slice is low, but Djokovic is letting it get low, right?
Yeah, even at the first set, like the start of the match, like something with Novak's volley, it just has not shown up today. He needs that. He needs that bit of all court skill against Alcaraz because Alcaraz is gonna do that. We've been talking about it. So Novak needs that kind of all court finishing ability as well.
You watch any of the doubles yesterday?
Yeah, amazing.
Love the
Yeah, I
doubles
missed the
matches.
third set because I was out doing some improv, and then I went to a bit of a concert. But I was out for the rest of the day. But the second set was an amazing comeback, saving 2
Oh, you
championship
missed
points.
that
And then I saw that they
forehand.
won in the end.
Yeah, I mean, crazy match. Like both guys were not even close to breaking serve. But both pairs. It was just tie breaks and close margin. And
That's awesome.
the first set from 6-1 to 8-6, wasn't it? It was 6-1. They were 6-1 up, and then they eventually won 8-6. Purcell Thompson, right?
6. Yes, that's
Nine
what
nine
I heard,
seven
which is crazy that
nine
the other
seven.
team nearly came back there. I didn't see the first set tiebreaker. I was only watching the second set, honestly, but yeah.
Amazing. I mean, some of the returns the British guy Henry Patton was pulling off on the. I love a good lefty forehand.
Yeah, they came in clutch in that tiebreaker. I can't remember who hit it in that pairing, but somebody hit this clutch passing shot forehand. That was called out. I think it was out, but
It was out.
uh,
I think the crowd's reactions influenced Alcaraz there in terms of a challenge, right?
yeah, the
Surely.
crowd's like, we want it to be in, so it's in.
Al-
Might
oh,
as
it's
well be in.
close. Closer than I
Oh, that's
thought.
much closer than I thought.
I
But
thought it was long.
I thought it was wide, but I thought it was like this. I didn't.
Yeah, Djokovic didn't really. Maybe he's just dead behind the eyes anyway. In terms right now, in terms of leaving that ball, he didn't look very surprised it was out. But
Yeah, it's like Hawkeye. Joker's like Hawkeye. Yeah, the doubles final. Actually, it was 2 years ago. Max Purcell was in the final playing with Matthew Ebden. They were playing Mektic and Pavic, and it was 10-8 in the fifth set tiebreaker. I watched that match almost the whole way through. One of the most exciting matches I've seen, singles or doubles. So,
wow, 2 challenges and 2 points. Alcaraz, he's not messing about right now.
yeah,
You could go. You could just burn the challenges right here. Just have one left.
that honestly, this is I would say this is
Yep,
the point where this is not good.
burned both challenges. I mean,
That wasn't even particularly close. That was less close than
yeah,
the other one.
almost desperate to get to the game for whatever reason. It's not like Djokovic is. I mean,
This is
he's playing a
strange.
bit better right now, but he still only had one break point in that first set, right? Or did he have one in this set?
He had one in this set as well
One
at
in this set.
0-1.
Paul asking, someone explain to me why Alcaraz had more success in Wimbledon, US Open, and Aussie Open. He did make the US Open semi-final last year and has won it. Australian Open, it's kind of been coincidence in terms of injuries the back end of the season.
Yeah, I will say also US Open technically I mean if he wins US Open this year it's about the same kind of
I'll push back on the US Open
yeah,
not having success on that.
yeah, I agree. US Open I mean that's where he got his breakthrough and he did really well. He just last year he came up against Medvedev who's playing phenomenal. And you could say things about Alcaraz's performance, but I would wait until this year to see how he does at to say how well he's playing at the US Open.
Yeah, his
Oh wow.
breakthrough and then his first Grand Slam title. I mean, you can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of just I mean that was an incredible run, winning 3 5-set matches. The one against Sinner he was playing unbelievably well.
Prime
So
unclean match Alcaraz, but finds a way somehow. That was kind of what defined that, right?
yeah, I mean, I thought really it was kind of peaking opponents, even though they weren't like joke. To me, that was more so what it was, like just peaking Sinner, peaking Tiafoe, just really kind of really tough opponents,
Playing
even though
well
the
at
ranking
times
might
too,
not speak for
so
it. You know?
I think it was sometimes a bit. I guess after coming off that Sinner win, I guess he was always going to be a bit sloppy first couple sets. I guess Alcaraz, right?
Yeah, I will say Casper in the final, that first set, definitely sloppy. But outside of that, I thought he played a pretty respectable event. It was just some good opponents. That was more so how I saw it personally. At least for him at the time. He's now even much better than he was then. But I thought that was a worthy level, especially because he was like world number 7, and it was definitely one of his best level, one of his highest levels at that time.
There's that come up there about if Alcaraz wins, he'll be the 4th man to win 4 Grand Slams or more after Villander, Borg, and Becker. I mean, those are 3 names that you'd like to be a part of, right?
Yeah, that is crazy. Wow.
It's crazy. He's under 21 still. How is that? What? Surely he's like 24.
Yeah, 21 years old and 4 slams is ridiculous. He's really, I mean, honestly, who knows if he's going to be able to do it, but he's on great pace for the record.
That pickup was insane, but Djokovic was lasering in on those backhands.
Yeah, but anyway, I mean, the slam record is forever away, but it's a good start, surely. And he said he wants to achieve it. We'll see. It's going to be fascinating the next years to at least see how he's able to do.
If he doesn't reach double digits, something's gone wrong in terms of injuries.
Yep,
that's the only way, right?
Yeah, I fully agree. And double digits just means at least 10, because even that is going to be hard to do. But yeah, I mean, he could get.
He's already halfway there, basically.
Which is
not basically. I mean, if he wins this title, he's
almost halfway there. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, how is it possible? I just don't know. I'm gonna actually look up that list of like Grand Slam champions and who else has like 4 or whatever. See where he would be in that list.
Well, he'd put himself above Murray Wawrinka.
Yeah, and Quertin as well.
Hugo Quertin won 3. Is it 2 Roland Garroses?
3 Roland Garroses. I think all three were Roland Garroses, like 2 out of 4 or 3 out of 4 consecutive.
134 miles per hour serve there. I mean, you forget sometimes the power Alcaraz possesses on that serve.
Yeah,
the whole arm in general is just it's crazy.
Yeah, really impressive. Yeah, I mean, at Indian Wells, you would more so prefer to just, have that good like kick serve that can bounce up high on those courts. But here he can hit a really strong, just like kind of flatter, hard serve, and it works. I mean,
good return game this from Djokovic. I mean, Alcaraz is doing all he can. Djokovic, he's got to just peak and hope for the best to try and get the break, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Djokovic, this could be like the game in a really weird way. This could be like the game in the third set last year, where it's just a lot of deuces. Alcaraz trying to not let Novak have any kind of leeway into the match, and Djokovic trying to get something done.
I think Alcaraz, he kind of left it, kind of didn't. At best, he would have just hit the frame, right? That pass.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, that's out. Another
just
game
smiling.
For Carlos.
He's so casual, smiling as he's in this 2-3 game. I mean, not a care in the world. Like, he's not the biggest match, like, on the calendar for pretty much the whole world, right?
Yeah, it's hilarious to me that we were waiting for young guys to really mentally step up for a while with Medvedev, Zverev, Tsitsipas, and other guys as well, arguably Nishikori, Raonic, some of these guys, Dimitrov. And then now we have Alcaraz, who's just hit an ace to get to 3-3 and is just smiling and just no care in the world. And you feel like he'll never, ever lose a 5-setter in his entire career again. Like, that's unbelievable.
It'll always come to an end at some stage, but at the next 5 years, I'm sure he's fine. 5 years of 5-setters, he'll be good. Maybe a dodgy Aussie Open loss to Sam Querrey's son or something.
Just one exception, yeah.
Imagine Sam Querrey's son's gonna be like 7'4".
That's funny. Yeah, or Djokovic's son, Stefan. That's gonna be a while away though. Did you see the video Rublev saying Alcaraz's brother? Like, he's like really good.
Yeah.
It's like, who's the next gen that you're scared to play or whatever? And Rublev was like, Alcaraz's brother. It doesn't not even worthy of a name. Just Alcaraz's brother. He's pretty good.
That's the kind of thing Rublev would say though. Just call people by a random nickname rather than their actual name.
Yeah, Octopus. Rublev's funny. This the real Novak. Arrived too late, but come on. It is a better level. I agree with you. Third set is much better from Novak.
I was expecting a better level in the second. It's just kind of just waiting for something. Just anything for him to give,
you kind of hate to say it, but I think it is nerves. I think it is nerves. I think it's pressure. And I think that's why it's so hard to win these slam finals when you're older, because in that second set you're thinking, okay, I have to absolutely peak now, or else sooner I don't know if I'll be able to do 2-set love comeback. This was 5-6 years ago. He would have he'd be fresh. He'd be like, okay, I absolutely can't come back from 2 sets love down. At this point, well, especially against Alcaraz playing this well, but either way, it just he
Like
feels
what he did against Roger, just peak in tie breaks, just find a way.
yeah, and I don't know. It's just
Oh,
oh, what a shot!
how did
Oh,
Alcaraz? I mean, these things. How many shots are winners that Alcaraz doesn't let them be a winner? I mean, it's just
it's
yeah, it's
insane.
just Djokovic is just exasperated with what Alcaraz is doing. You know,
Yeah, I absolutely love it. Yeah, those are the crazy shots and gets that Alcaraz are doing is crazy. Does it come
single-handedly
back
takes
on?
away the winner count. He just lowers it by
Maybe.
50.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Federer and
Emma,
Djokovic's
Emma in the
lack of
crowd.
injuries and longevity is remarkable. Yeah, that Federer's longevity is just it really helped like Djokovic, I think, as well, for what
Was
his
there any
longevity could be.
injuries before 2015? Like I can't think of any.
Yeah, for Roger, no, I don't. None that were hugely significant at all. I mean, he had
Crazy.
0 retirements in his career, so and then yeah, the back problem and
Yeah,
everything.
the
But
one racket smash that will ruin his reputation of all the casuals in Miami. It's crazy that like yeah, that it's so dumb that people can't smash rackets in my opinion. If
yeah,
they're
and also it's just like that one moment, and then like that's what people always like point to say it wasn't a good sportsman and stuff like
well,
I
I think there's an argument to be made that like there shouldn't be the conversation in general, and it's just kind of self defense by some fans to just say, hey, let's not be hypocrites around the board here.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's stupid. The conversation around it is way too way too intense. It doesn't need to be
Just
that intense.
casuals. It's just casuals.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
First, that's more interesting. I do
Yeah,
wonder if it is going to be like the Sinner Australian Open match, because at the moment it's very comparable to that one. Like to me, it's very comparable to that one to this point. Very quick couple of sets for Sinner. Then Djokovic starts playing a level much more reminiscent of himself in the third set. He did take that third. We'll see if it follows a similar pattern, but
you mean the quarterfinal a few years ago?
semifinal of this year, where Sinner
Oh,
took first 2 sets. Sinner won first 2 sets 6-2, 6-1, and then Novak got the third set in a tiebreaker, saving a match point, and then Sinner stepped up in the fourth. This very very similar.
oh, I thought you were talking about the Djokovic comeback from 2 sets to love Sinner in 2022.
Oh no, I got you. Oh yeah, Wimbledon. No. No, Australia
That was
this year.
some match. I
Sinner's
love that
won.
match. That was a great match.
Fantastic. That's one of my favorite matches because I felt like it confirmed to me like, oh wow, yeah, Sinner he's going to be able to get these kind of matches in a few years. He still is not doing very well in 5 setters, to be fair, but
Yeah.
he but yeah, he's at least been able to beat Novak, which is good.
It's not really hit me yet that Djokovic is probably going to lose this in straight sets. I mean, that's the kind of there's always a lingering kind of hope that he'll get it closer, right?
Yeah, I mean, 4
Oh,
sets is possible still. I don't see this going 5 though at the moment, unless Novak really pulls off something special. But 4 sets is still in the cards, to be fair, in my
he's
opinion.
got a hold serve just every service game. Just holds, hope for peak in the tiebreak. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
maybe sneak a return game at a 4-5 or a 5-6 kind of
Yeah. Do you think Sinner and Alcaraz are going to win every slam this year? That would be truly insane. After Novak wins 3 out of the 4, Sinner and Alcaraz win every single slam.
There's the U.S. Open curse, but I don't think Alcaraz really cares about curses in general. He's fine.
No, it was Novak last year though, so he's not even bothered by the curse.
But I don't think people of first-time champions have even won it a second time in a while.
Oh, really?
Well.
Yeah, sure. No, that's true. Yeah, there's been a lot of one-time champions. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, I think Medvedev honestly is somebody to look out for, especially with his win over Sinner at Wimbledon. I think he always looks awesome at the U.S. Open, even more than the Australian Open, which I guess is obvious because the U.S. Open is where he's won a major. But
come on!
Oh man,
that's just massive.
I mean, when he ends his career, we might say that this guy is the greatest forehand we've ever seen. That's where
if he just kind of, I mean, he doesn't really need much fine tuning, but the tiny bits, and then it's gotta be up there, right? In terms of peak forehand.
Yeah, in terms of peak, yeah. Rafa and Roger are the first two names to come to mind. It's hard to beat those guys, but
how easy does that 106 look? That's the easiest 106 I've seen ever.
I agree.
What is that?
It's just casual. I mean, how do you come up with power like that? It's just easy. He has such an easy flow about him, Alcaraz. He moves so well.
30. This could be it. 6 points away, Alcaraz.
So the last time Novak lost in straight sets at a major was to Medvedev at the U.S. Open. I'm just off the top of my head, but before that, I think it was
Roland Garros 2020 Nadal.
Yeah, Roland Garros 2020 Nadal. Before that, I think it was to Dominic Thiem 2017 Roland Garros. In like the
just in general in straight sets, not even in the final.
No, yeah, like quarterfinal, I think.
Oh, come on!
Oh my God, Djokovic. Get out of here! I mean, this is the best I've ever seen Alcaraz play. This level from him has been absolutely just get out of here with this.
It's what he does in Indian Wells finals, but he's doing it in the biggest match of his life.
Yeah, exactly.
The biggest match of the year, anyway.
This is something
first
else.
Final. It's bigger.
I mean, we are seeing one of the best athletes emerge in tennis as we speak.
Had to put that away there. Had to.
Yep. Just hope that Alcaraz stays healthy. That's the one thing. Just hope that he stays healthy.
That's what Paul's saying. See, Alcaraz and Sinner can have injury setbacks because their games are too physical. I mean, everyone's game is physical. I don't know what. I mean, yeah, you got to be physical to win. And there it is.
Yeah, I mean, that was silly good.
Djokovic has to pull off a 40-15 type service game here. Otherwise, he's donezo.
I just wonder about Novak because he played Roger in like 2007 U.S. Open. I wonder how he would compare that game to like peak Rafa and peak Roger, like where that kind of level in that game ranks, because that was just silly.
Is that his first Grand Slam final?
Yes.
I think that got to have helped him relax against Tsonga 2008, right?
Yeah, I fully agree. Underrated stat that I kind of found myself was that, like, I looked into this because I was curious about it. Novak got to that one, and then he reached the final right after that. Novak is one of only 2 people in the whole Open, history, or at least Open era, that reached the Slam final that happened right after they reached their first Slam final. He's only one of 2 people ever. So right away, Novak was like doing like really rare, like kind of GOAT things. The other one was Stan Smith, who is also world number 1. But yeah, I think it could have helped him.
Just
a bit of a tangent there, but
goatees to goatees.
Goatees. Yeah. Anyway,
Yes,
Novak losing in straights in a Wimbledon final is just this is historic as well. Just like last year, in a different way, this is just historic.
I'm trying to look back to see the last time he did lose in straights. Lost in 4 Query in 2016.
At Wimbledon.
Yeah, that's what someone was asking.
I think maybe 2010. Lost to Berdic. Was that straight sets?
Lost in 4 2012 to Roger. Shows you just the pedigree. That's the semifinals. So, Yeah, but it's got to have been Burdick in 2010. It's
Burdick
crazy.
did get him in straights.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
What a
Thought maybe
run
that
that
was
was, by the way, to the final. I mean, you can say he didn't compete well against Nadal, but yeah, insane run.
yeah. After that first set against Medi, Alcaraz has gone to cheat code mode. It's like video game tennis. It's crazy. By the way, take this in. We don't know how many more slam finals Novak's going to reach, so you just take it in because
3 championship points.
the big three, or the big four, Murray, Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic have together, 4 players that played in the same era have together played in 109 finals of Grand Slams. The record before this was 19. 4 players of the same era have played 109. We don't know how many more they're going to get. Djokovic, it seems likely that he could be the last one to do. We don't know how many more he's going to reach, so it's taking the moments, but it's Alcaraz's moment as he's trying to bring this new era in with an absolute thunderbolt.
Oh man, crowd needs to relax a little bit, but I guess he does have 3 chances. Last second serve, Djokovic did not get that return right at all. He's lucky.
Now, I guess you hope for like an Andy Murray 2013 like service game where Djokovic is playing crazy from down 40 love, but
15-minute,
yeah, the British crowd losing their minds while Novak is saying, "Hey, look, I could come back."
Wow. I mean, it's just maybe it is. I was saying earlier, maybe it's just the light draw. It's not his fault. He had a walkover with De Minaur, but he just seemed unequipped from the beginning
Yeah,
for this
I
match.
agree.
Just didn't look like he was on a similar level or plane. Alcaraz had those run-ins with Paul, with Medvedev, with Humbert, with Tiafoe. These are good quality matches to prepare
you're right.
yourself.
Maybe he just wasn't really quite ready for this level. Well, I did. Yeah, I mean, now 2 points for Novak, so 3rd championship point. This really feels like
championship point.
Finally, yep. Yeah, so you think maybe like that easy draw just didn't really prepare Novak in the right ways. Like some people say like easy draw and then you can get it done, but yeah, maybe it just was kind of that thing of, yeah, if you play too many players who are just not on the level of the players you'll play in the semis, the final, then you're not going to be ready. Unequipped is a good word. Yeah. Here we go. Same moment as last year, 5-4, 40-30. But in the 3rd set, not the 5th.
Another let. These lets are getting dumb now.
Yeah. Go on. Stop toying with us.
So first serve again. I mean, 2 lets in a row.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, you guys want to talk about the real grass tournament right now? We got Breuer versus Jacob Fernley at Newport.
Nice.
Oh gosh.
Oof. Here we go. Might be it.
Oh, the crowd screamed.
Oh, he missed it too.
The crowd screamed during the drive volley. You just can't do that.
It's unfortunate.
That's poor from the crowd there, surely.
Yeah, I mean, it's harder in those moments. You almost have to be ready, but it's unfortunate.
Especially when he kind of dived for the return a little bit.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, courage to both players. Shut up, please, Wimbledon crowd.
Please,
I mean,
just shut up so we can have a good match here, please.
Yeah. Kind of like the Medvedev Djokovic. Remember those match points saved as well?
Yes. Yeah, I think that was the reason Novak even brought that to 5-4. I think Medvedev was going to finish it too.
4 points in a row.
What did I say about the Murray thing? That I kind of manifested that a little bit. Like I didn't mean it when I said that. That's crazy.
Oh gosh, I mean, he's saved championship points before, but this is a different. It's not a tiebreak or anything in the 4th set, is it? This is
yeah.
It's a long way to go, but if Djokovic breaks here, could get interesting, couldn't it?
If Alcaraz loses a 3rd, everyone's gonna lose it.
Everyone's gonna be like, "What's happening?" No.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna panic. But
yeah.
Still on top.
Everything is crazy if that happens.
Oh my gosh!
No way!
3
He had a
championship
dry
points.
volley. It's like last year too, you know. With the dry volley, do you remember that dry volley Novak had at 2 to break at 1-0, turning point in the match? It's kind of like Alcaraz with a dry volley there. He had one shot to finish it, and then
it's got to be the crowd as well as just the moment. I don't think it helped that they thought it wasn't coming back. It almost kind of puts the pressure on you to put away the ball more, right?
Yeah, absolutely. No, it was unfortunate, but yeah, Carlos fumbling. Yep.
Some of the errors, a couple errors there, but
crowd, yeah. Shut up.
Djokovic still returned well. I mean, there's no doubt, right?
Wait, sorry.
Djokovic still returned well before those couple errors of Alcaraz. He still put Alcaraz under pressure on the championship points, which is
I agree. Well, Alcaraz hit this. I thought it could have even been an ace. Novak did really well to get the ball back into the court with a lob. So, man, I mean, this would be an absolute. I'll be fully honest. I think the Novak shot was going in, but it looked like it was going to be rather close too. I mean, what a point that if Novak could somehow figure this out.
If Djokovic could guarantee himself a tiebreak and return at 5-6 with the freedom in his sails, I mean, have just a little bit of a look in the mirror before the fourth. I mean, not saying anything too soon, but
Yeah, well, I mean, that's basically like saying Novak's gonna get superpowers like if he does after the 2 sets. If he could do that, then he's good. He could start playing.
It's Djokovic though. If anyone's gonna make a comeback, anyone.
Yeah. No, it's just like that looking into the mirror thing. Yeah, I mean,
I think just 3, Sam. Just 3.
Yes. Yep.
From 40 Love.
Not too shabby either, though.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Big point here. He wins this. He guarantees himself a tiebreak and a lifeline in this set after, he should not still be in it.
Listen, I kind of said it as a joke at 40 Love, but if Novak kind of does figure something out here somehow and at least wins the set, it's kind of like the Murray-Novak final in 2013 if Novak actually did manage a comeback.
Is that what happens from 2 sets to love up?
Yeah, well, it was just that 5-4 game in that final where Novak was everybody was worried Novak could still come back. Even Murray said himself. Never seen Alcaraz nervous in a slam final. He was nervous.
I disagree. I mean, I think I guess previous slam finals he's been a bit of he's been a little bit nervous. I mean, going to 5 with Zverev, not exactly even the Rude match, he had some off moments, some off games.
I'd agree with that. It was only last year against Novak where I felt like he didn't really. Even the first set against Novak last year, I thought he had some nerves. So I would have a little.
On the contrary, I'd say this is the first final that he's not been nervous until that 5-4 game, right?
Yes, I would say I would be more on that side of things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Faison? This is insane. If suddenly we're gonna at least get a tiebreak right now. Here.
Are you in center court, Faison? Let us know. Because that would be. I mean, I know the tickets are expensive, but hopefully the punditry privileges, press privileges, just get somewhere in there, just under the court somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Just find some way to be there. This is historic, so
sneak behind the umpire's chair. Anyway,
find yourself in the stadium somehow. Hide yourself in there.
Yeah.
Sam have PTSD from 2019 final. Poor Fed. Yeah. Well, never count Novak out. Well, this would cement a legacy of best athlete ever if Novak could get this done, or one of, or at least it would cement his legacy as a contender for best athlete ever. Easy contender.
Alcaraz just got a reset, and he's known to reset well. I think he doesn't really let himself get stuck in the past, so I think we're going a breaker, in my opinion.
This is actually crazy right now because Novak is not like a regular any other player. I'd feel like they have no chance still, but Novak, you just kind of in the back of your head don't feel that way. At least for me right now, I still could imagine this happening.
If he starts the 4-all game was mostly Alcaraz's good returning. I mean, but If he can just find his serve again in the tiebreak, you never know.
Yep.
He's been decent this set. It's been the first decent set for Djokovic.
Yeah, and I mean, I keep bringing it up, but I do think it's kind of relevant because it only happened 2 majors ago. Very, very, very similar to the Sinner match in Australia. It looked like Sinner was going to finish it off in 3. Djokovic saved a match point, pushed it to 4 sets. If we have a similar pattern, Djokovic was able to get in a tiebreaker in that 3rd set. We'll see if he's able to do that, but
Oh, come on.
Oh wow.
That's just otherworldly. That's Federer-like touch right there.
It is. That was that might be a kind of shot to pick Alcaraz up because he must be feeling some nerves at this point now, obviously.
Man.
That is unbelievable. Look at that replay. That is touch it's like a kind of touch that you just barely know is possible to like pull off. It's like that is just stunning. It's like Benoit Paire touch with that shot that he pulled off in Paris those years ago.
Like a head massage, that touch. Oh, I thought he made the return there. I thought it was a little comeback in the making, but it's a tiebreak.
No.
Drop your predictions in the chat.
Yeah, okay, we gotta do predictions too, even though it's impossible. But I'm gonna go with Carlos. Honestly, I'm gonna say Carlos 7-5.
I don't think it's gonna be a extended tiebreak. Personally, whichever way it goes, I think it's gonna be 7-4. I just don't know who to who. 7-4 Djokovic.
Wow. Tiebreak. Yep. This is crazy right now.
It's got to be just automatic on those service points. And Alcaraz is gonna get there.
Oh no, he missed it though.
Yeah, I didn't think he got that back in. He's challenging, but that could be. He has an additional challenge. We'll have one left, I think, after this.
Listen, a tennis match is divided by inches. That could be more important than, even though it's the first point. That was a chance to go up a mini break.
Yeah, didn't look like it came back in. That's the spin wasn't there, was it?
I mean, Alcaraz is so good at putting points behind him, but listen, Alcaraz must know that he would have loved to get that in, and he should have gone that in, and then he'd be up 1-0, and then suddenly nerves are kind of behind him. Now everything is on the cards.
Up 1-0, you only need to win 1 point on serve, and then you're still on serve. It's kind of a free hit, the first 2 service points, if you get the early mini break.
Yeah, true. Okay, well, that was a good forehand, right up down the middle. This tiebreaker is going to be nerve-wracking. Crazy. Are we calling biggest comeback ever? Yeah, I mean,
keep it after the 3rd set.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll talk about more in the 4th.
If it happens, yeah.
Yes, if it happens.
Alcaraz come back to win 8-6. Okay.
Oh.
In this tiebreak, that would be tense. That means it could have been a set point Novak.
That's a crazy prediction, but I love it. I like ambitious predictions like that because you might as well like.
Oh, you just don't see those kind of unforced errors and tie breaks from Novak normally, do you?
No. This is when he clutches up and it just goes into lockdown mode, robot mode, machine-like.
You're saying this is where he clutches up?
Novak, I think Carlos figures this out. I think it's 7-5 or something like that, but we'll see. It's such a mammoth
something like that. You gotta stick to the fence. You're hopping it.
Wait, no, I said Carlos 7-5.
Okay. Ooh.
Greatest comeback ever, Sean Yahoo. We'll see.
That one's in.
Wow.
Just too good. He's got to win. I feel like 2 of the next 3 points. Djokovic. This point on serve is a must.
Yeah, this is
Nicely
huge.
done.
Good stuff.
4 points away, Alcaraz, but he's been 1 point away.
This is so crazy because, like, people in the future are going to watch back every single one of these points, every single one of these
Yeah.
moments.
And we're here. We're here watching it live. And it doesn't feel like it. Everything feels normal until we look back at it.
Yes. But it's Alcaraz. Who knows how many majors he'll end up with versus Novak. And it's just, yeah, every single point matters.
It's historical. Every point's history.
Yep.
Even the 3 saved championship points are
And it's
etched in history
yeah.
already.
Yeah, and it's what I like about tennis. It's just like imagine being in that situation where it's just you. It's just you, like, creating history, like, just with every shot for both these guys. Like, that's just a kind of crazy thing to think about. But yeah, wow.
Oh, he's missed the backhand wide. I thought it was.
It was
There's no
close.
way you're
I thought it was
last
close.
challenge. I think he's wasting his last challenge here.
You think so?
Yeah. Looked skewed. Didn't look like he hit it perfectly. Oh, it's very close.
I thought it was close.
Closer than I thought, but I did
Okay.
think it was out. Djokovic, I said he had to win 2 of the next 3 points. He's done 2 of 2. I mean, double whammy if he wins this next point for the mini break.
We'll see.
It's always big that 3-2 up a mini break point because if you just let it go, then all of a sudden we're back even.
Yep. Yeah, and you're on a new change of ends for 3-3, and you just never know. I don't know. It's not a great
More
place to be.
pressure on. Oh, he looks a bit slipping. Djokovic. Oh, no way he gets there. He just
Oh my
can't
God.
do it.
Ugh.
Alcaraz touch again.
I do like Novak smiling there, taking every moment. I mean, I'm sure what's on his mind is like, man, I've been doing this for 20 years and 37 finals, and I'm still just running my butt off trying to get to these shots against this guy who's from another planet,
The
hitting the most
forehands
ridiculous
across
shots
court
ever.
could have been better, right, from Djokovic. He just didn't put Alcaraz under enough pressure. Just a bit more power would have done it, I think.
Yeah, Alcaraz was on the front foot immediately, but it's that forehand from Alcaraz and being able to get on the front foot
The
so
width
fast
is
from any
crazy.
position.
Getting Djokovic there is crazy enough. I mean,
yeah,
Djokovic, he had to just at least get it in the court, but he was hoping for more of a connection on that forehand.
It's just so crazy how easy it comes to Alcaraz. He's such a complete player at this age. That's been said to death, but it's almost beyond belief just how
good second serve.
How many shots he has. That is a great second serve.
Playing into margins right now, Djokovic, but that's not even close.
Oh man, that's a bad sign of a forehand even for this next point, because that was really off kilter there.
This is
now I
not
don't really like seeing
Nole.
Novak smiling. He's got to be like kicking himself for that, right?
Not peak Nole in a tiebreak, is it? This is an off day, an off moment. Alcaraz's time to shine, and even the comeback chance is not getting Novak in that no miss zone that you expect Novak to get into lockdown. He's just not getting there.
Yeah, and this, yeah. Let's see
We
what
need
Novak
3 more
can pull out.
championship points, right?
Yeah, here we go. 3-5.
Whoa.
Oof. 4-5. Okay, wow. So it's on Alcaraz's racket at this point.
Djokovic has to win back-to-back points to avoid championship point number 4. Is that happening in your opinion?
Is what happening?
Is Djokovic 7-5, or we're getting at least one more championship point?
No, I think Alcaraz finishes here. Let's see. No, that forehand from Novak was really off kilter.
Yeah,
So I
that
think,
kind of threw up some red flags for me as well.
yeah,
At least he cleaned it up on the next point, but still, it's not a nice clean tiebreak from Novak, which you expect after punishing his opponent, you know?
exactly. Let's see here how this.
Oh, come on!
Oh man, that's cojones. It's what they're talking about. You know,
The
it's what
triple
Alcaraz always
C.
talking about.
Look at that smile. He knows he's been put through the ringer a tiny bit in this third set, but he's not even been close to Djokovic throughout
And
the
he's
match.
got to have that smile. He's also, I'm sure, thinking about the fact that like this is just like last year, which was that infinitely replayable moment. But he's able to do it again. He's in these positions for a reason. He's put himself there. 4 Grand Slams, a second Wimbledon at 21 years old. That's what he's serving for now.
Second
And that's
server.
another let.
Let.
What a surprise.
Oh, I thought that was an ace there. Second
Essentially, the
serve.
changing and ultimate changing of the guards kind of moment as well. Another one.
And there it is.
That's in the net.
Wow.
Carlos Alcaraz is the next one up. 4 slams at 21 years old. He gives a huge roar, and he gets it done in straight sets over Novak Djokovic, which just does not happen. And Djokovic's 37th slam final at 37 years old.
First time since 2010 where Djokovic loses at Wimbledon in straight sets. This has been a comfortable home, a comfortable place for him, but Alcaraz has just dismantled him in back-to-back years, and this year it wasn't even close.
3 sets with every single shot in the book, just hitting winners immediately. It's a good fight at the end, like always, from Novak, but I mean, Carlos Alcaraz is really, he's the next one.
It doesn't even hurt as well because there's no chance for Novak in that match. The way he started, the way Alcaraz was playing, it just felt like it was one-way traffic the whole way. And apart from that one blip at 5-4.
I can't believe the history that we're witnessing. I really can't, because this is history. If you've been waiting for new history and new players to show history, this is, we've got it. We've got an Alcaraz. As long as he stays healthy, this is quite clearly the guy. And he, I don't know if he's going to get to 24 majors, but he's already gotten 4 at 21 years old on all 3 surfaces. And yeah, Alcaraz has it all: speed, physique, shots, tennis IQ, grit. I mean, listen, we'll see. Sinner is a great rival for him, and he probably won't have 3 rivals, all-time great rivals like Federer and Nadal. Novak became the greatest of all time, and he had Federer and Nadal in his era. No, Carlos probably won't have that. If Carlos stays healthy, if he stays motivated, he's been answering pretty much all the questions asked of him. It's already, I mean, he's there. If he probably won't have those kind of rivals that will take a lot of stats away from him and a lot of slams away from him in that kind of way, but he does have good rivals like Sinner. So I mean, listen, new slam records could be are on the cards if he keeps at this pace and he stays healthy.
I think this year has just been about peaking in those big tournaments: Indian Wells, Roland Garros, Wimbledon. He's won 3 titles this year. 2 of them are slams. I mean, I think that bodes better for him than some previous years where he might have some titles, 500s on clay and things. I think this is more of his kind of pace, and I think he can back it up later in the year.
Yeah, absolutely. So good in big events at this point. He's 9-1 in big finals. The one that he's lost was that Cincinnati final. I mean, that is next level. It's crazy stuff, honestly. Yeah, congrats to Carlos.
What
Yeah, thanks,
response?
Lexi, Sam.
Not taking the 3 championship points and then taking the tiebreak with just basically no mistakes at the 5-6 game. I mean, that takes serious guts just to manage your emotions after going from such a high to such a kind of like a place of anxiety. Like, I had the match in my hand, but I think does help being 2 sets up, doesn't it? 2 sets to
Yeah,
1 up,
absolutely. But
different
I
story.
do agree with you. It's super impressive. That 5-4 moment, honestly, with that drop shot and that smile afterwards, to me, if any moment in Alcaraz's career so far is a confirmation that this guy is here, it's that moment where he hit that drop shot as a +1 and then kind of gave that smile. To me, that was like
It doesn't
that's
matter the
like an
point.
I'm here and the next era is already here kind of a moment.
It doesn't matter the point. Doesn't matter the setting. He will just play the right shot at the right time. He will peak, and he's got no fear. And that's what was clear from the start of the match last year. It was the 6-1 first set against Djokovic. We're like, okay, this is a big setting. He kind of worried from a little bit in his second Grand Slam final, but now after winning 3 Grand Slam titles, it just felt fearless. It felt in control. It felt assured, and it's only up from here.
Yeah, and good serving performance as well. I mean, that's what a lot of people have been kind of worried for him. But now he's gotten two Wimbledon titles at 21 years old is outrageous, and it's like Boris Becker, like almost if you could compare it to anybody.
Savage.
Yeah, absolutely obscene. It's exciting. It's exciting. 3 consecutive majors for guys for the next generation. That hasn't happened. Anything close to that hasn't happened. So the next era is here, and it's going to be exciting to see how it keeps unfolding. I think it is exciting, and it's good to see Novak in a slam final. So there's still some pushback from Novak and Rafa and the like, but it's and the Olympics are going to be really, really good with Novak and Rafa. So I would brand that Olympics for tennis as huge tournament. Novak motivated as ever to get that Olympics, because to me, I don't know how I feel like this is like he's got to think about this like his last chance. Brisbane, you never know. I mean, maybe, but he's got to think of this as his last chance.
This is his last chance.
Yeah, this is his last chance. So. And then Rafa at Roland Garros is Rafa at Roland Garros. Even against Zverev, he was playing at a top 5, top 10 level. So I think top 5. So I just think that Olympics is going to be so good. We've now seen the new era usher in, and we got to take in this Olympics, because this Olympics could be one of the last like tournaments where we really view Novak and Rafa as like 2 top favorites to win the whole thing. So we have to take in the Olympics, because it's worked out really well the way that everything has gone. And Sinner and Alcaraz, I'm excited for this next era, and I think we're already here, in my opinion.
It's a grass dominance. I mean, no one outside of Djokovic and Federer has defended a Wimbledon title since Sampras, which is, I mean, it's insane, and it just shows how quickly someone like an Alcaraz can adapt to the surface to completely master a surface, really. I mean, where does he go from here? Maybe, like, he's going to be the favorite next year for Wimbledon. He's definitely got this surface sorted more than the likes of a Medvedev, more than the likes of Zverev, Sinner winning Halle this year, but still Alcaraz unparalleled out of the newer guys on grass.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think Sinner still has potential, honestly,
Yeah,
on grass
obviously,
to
but
beat.
not yet established like Alcaraz is, especially with
Yeah.
the quarterfinal
Yeah, I
performance.
agree. I think the potential is quite obviously there for him to be on grass, like at least at a very high level that could match Carlos, especially with when he beat him a couple of years ago and his success there. It didn't really happen this year, but I think though across the board, Alcaraz is on a different level than anybody else. Even Sinner, it appears to me that if Alcaraz keeps improving at the pace he's going at the moment, if he keeps playing at this level, he seems to be on a different level. I think what's really taken the wind out of my sails with Carlos here is that he's now done the one thing that I was still waiting for him to do, which is win 2 slams in the same year. It's the only thing he hasn't done yet, is win 2 in the same year. So now that he's done that,
coming.
now
That was always it was always coming, like one of these years, you know. Just wait till next year. Wait till next year.
Yeah, I did start to think about it though, and I had that little bit of doubt in the back of my mind that, you know, maybe it's like a he just peaks and stuff. But no, it's a consistency at winning slams now, 2 in a row, channel slam, which is one of the hardest things to do. To pull off the channel slam as a 21-year-old is this guy is just different, and he's so fun to watch too.
He's terrifying to watch as well.
Yeah, if your favorite is on the other end, then it's just like, also just like, how is he doing this?
Djokovic, I mean, he's not really used to doing finalist losing speeches, but just crazy back-to-back years.
Yeah, it's wild. Absolutely crazy. All right, I think I'm gonna head out now.
His banker as well. I mean, U.S. Open, other titles were not. Wimbledon, Australia was the bankers, and now he's got to go to the U.S. Open to try and get a Grand Slam title. I mean, when's the last time he didn't win a Grand Slam title in a year? 2017, right?
Yeah, 2017. It's the only year he didn't win a Slam title since like 2010, I think.
Insane. So big expectations for Novak coming up at. It's funny seeing them bow to Kate Middleton. They've definitely been they've been trained to do the right things with the royal family. But yeah, big expectations for Novak, U.S. Open, and the Olympics.
Yeah, I'm so excited for the Olympics. With Alcaraz just winning Wimbledon, Roland Garros coming in as the favorite, but then Novak and Rafa in there, it's going to be an amazing event. Also, Sinner in the fold, and everybody else. Alcaraz on grass like Neo learned flying a helicopter in the Matrix.
I know,
yeah, it's crazy. I like that comparison too. Yeah. Congrats, Novak. I mean, Alki. That was nerve-wracking to watch at the end, honestly.
Interviewer having some funny moments, but yeah, thank you for joining me. I mean, a great 2 weeks of Wimbledon, and I mean, it is a shame we didn't see a more competitive final. Even though Alcaraz is brilliant, shone through, I would have liked a 4 or 5 setter, but it is what it is. With yesterday's final as well being so good, you can only ask.
I can probably stay on a little bit too, just like another 5 minutes. I could watch the interviews later, honestly. But
I've
either way,
got to go. But
okay, yeah, I'll head out as well. It's the last match of Wimby. Yeah, it's over. Well, we'll be here for the Olympics, Lexi. we'll be here for more. So
here for Newport.
Well, no, here for Borg versus Rafa, right?
Yeah, the real Borg Rafa.
All right, I'll see you later, David. This was good. We should do a joint play-by-play stream too at some point for sure.
I think that would be, I mean, probably more enjoyable with the. I feel a little limited with not being able to describe the points.
Absolutely, yeah. That's going to be much more frank. I enjoy the play-by-play because there's always something to return back to as well. It's good. So, yeah. All right. I appreciate everybody who joined in this Wimbledon, really. Please don't forget to subscribe if you are new to everything. Like always, please don't forget to like the stream as well. Hopefully you guys have a good day. And, yeah, see
you guys. Bye.
Bye.